If you could get the real ass answer to any question or mystery in the world, what would you want to know? What the hell happened to make my dog terrified of the bed for 3 days last year? Whoa, my dog was terrified of steps for a full 24 hours this year. Not even his favorite toy would snap him out of it. He also decided our backyard was terrifying maybe a week later. He just stood on the deck, tail between his legs shaking. The rake. Where the fuck do all of my socks go? The same place all my bobby pins go, upside down face. All over the fucking sink, Jamie. Who was the Zodiac Killer and his complete story? He's currently serving as the junior senator from Texas. Edit. Wow, my first gold. Thanks, junior senator from Texas Ted Cruz. I hope this meme never dies. What's wrong with me? It's mainly the shouts. What kind of job I could actually get and enjoy and still be able to live my life comfortably? Seems to be the impossible question. Edit. I'm overwhelmed with the amount of suggestions and encouragement that I've received on this comment. I will try to respond to the comments accordingly. It seems we're getting closer and closer to the answer being in the right place at the right time. I couldn't agree with this more. It honestly seems like knowing some people, and being in the right place at the right time gives you a better chance at getting a good job rather than an actual degree does. I'm 80% certain that if I tried to get the same exact job I have now 1 year prior to when I actually did get it, then I wouldn't have the job right now. I got in at the perfect time. Who killed John Bennett Ramsey? Also Madeleine McCann. I really don't think those cases will ever be solved and it drives me crazy. Do you think Madeleine's parents were involved? Nah, they were idiots, utterly self-involved old school we know better idiots, but no, not involved. Also not remotely likable or normal. We might find out though, like the Cos little boy who went missing, turns out someone accidentally hit him with a truck and killed him. Who did Epstein have dirt on? All of them. Yeah, we basically already know he was involved with at least 2 US presidents and at least 1 member of the royal family. Could be anybody/everybody. I know it's kind of lame, but is space really infinite? Or are we just too small to grasp such a large, well, space that we just assume it's infinite? This concept has fascinated me for a long time, so I guess I might as well ask it. I tend to think of that this way. Imagine an ant colony in the middle of a continent. That is us in the universe. A continent has edges and real sizes and volume. But from an ant's perspective, it cannot be measured. Or the effort to do so would be too great to try. It might as well be infinite. When our 10-month-old puppy jumped over the wall at the groomers she'd never been to, in a part of the city she'd never been even close to, after being taken there in a black cab which she couldn't see out of and slept the entire journey, and when my wife didn't walk home to give a scent to follow, how the hell did she run straight home across 3 miles of central London roads in 20 minutes and beat my wife there? How did you do it? I grew up in a small town on the Kentucky/Tennessee border. One of my friends had a Schnauzer. His family went camping in the Smokies close to Gatlinburg and they took the dog. The day they were leaving, the dog went missing. They extended their stay by a week to look for him, but they were unable to find him. Heartbroken, they returned home. Several months later the dog showed up at home, skin and bones, but otherwise fine. My friend went on to become a veterinarian. Thanks for the gold, kind internet stranger. And the silver. Thank you. Okay, that's a more impressive story than mine. I'll allow the one-upping because it has a dog in it and a happy ending. 9/10 good story. What happened to Malaysia Airlines Flight 370? They are currently living out the plot of Lost Somewhere. Edit. Thank you friend, whoever sent the silver. That's my first medal and I really appreciate you. Edit. Thanks for the gold too. Or they are stuck on that flight for eternity, reliving the same day with the same people over and over and over and over. The winning numbers for the next $250 million lottery draw. Congrats, you won the Zimbabwe lottery. Okay, how much do I owe? At least once a day I ask myself what the fuck. I'm sure if I got the answer to that one, everything else would fall into place. Wow, this is home for me. I tried to make a pun about your typo, but they were all lame. The theory of everything. String theory is a wild ride, and I would really like to know how close it is. Edit, thanks for the silver, it's my first. Edit 2, thanks for the multiple awards. What's in the Vatican's secret library? I didn't know there was a secret library, it's a secret. Where the fuck did the universe come from and why the fuck are we here? This one hits me out of the blue on random days when I'm working, or resting, or studying, or running. Suddenly the hole we are on a piece of rock, attached through the spinny force, circling a fireball, in a vacuum full of more spinny shiny stuff and no one knows where the fuck it came from. It's crazy how we go through our daily grind until we die and lose sight of this fact every instance when, if we kept that thought in our heads each day, we would be much different people. Do flat earthers really believe the earth is flat, or are they just having a laugh? I think it's important not to give two shits what flat earthers think. It's a good test of us. Easy to clown on how stupid they are, but then it turns out we are the dumb ones for suffering fools. Deleted. Got a name or any press on this? Deleted. Was 7-Eleven a part-time job? Why the fuck has my son just spent nearly £200 on a plain black t-shirt? For the drip. What's a drip? Why do I need to pee whenever I get comfortable in bed, even though I peed before going to bed and didn't drink anything? Edit for anyone telling me to check my prostate, I am a woman. Also, read the comments before posting the same thing over and over again. Actual answer here. When you relax and get super comfy and sleepy, your nervous system enters the parasympathetic state, also known as rest and digest. The parasympathetic system conserves energy by slowing the heart rate, increasing intestinal and gland activity, and relaxing sphincter muscles in the gastrointestinal tract, and yes, there is a urinary sphincter. We use the acronym SLUD to remember what happens during the parasympathetic state. The U stands for urination, S salivation, L lacrimation, also possibly electation, urination, digestion, and defecation. Basically, Op was right, it is the relaxation. When you're relaxed, having to urinate is a normal, autonomic response and doesn't have to do only with the fullness of your bladder. Although that being said, obviously urination isn't just a part of the parasympathetic nervous system. You may sometimes feel the urge to pee when you are nervous or excited or, typically, because your bladder is full, putting pressure on your urinary sphincter, which triggers the I need to go sensation. Fun fact, this is why the urge to urinate and defecate can come and go in waves, or I forgot I had to pee. Urine, feces puts pressure on the sphincter, the urge to go is triggered. Your body adapts to the pressure, the urge goes away. The pressure continues to build until it reaches a threshold and re-triggers the urge. Repeat until you explode. Your body is in fact very good at adapting to most stimuli. Most people don't constantly feel our clothes against our skin, or white people can't smell that their house reeks of cat pee. You can piss your pants during a sympathetic response to fight or flight, or freeze, but I really think that's just because your body gapes about your urinary control because it has bigger things to deal with. Also, there's a theory that being covered in urine, or feces, is a biological tool to ward off threats, predators. Source, anatomy teacher and massage therapist whose job it is to get people into the parasympathetic state. I've never had anyone piss themselves during a massage, to my knowledge, but plenty of burps and farts and tummy rumbles and rushing to the bathroom after a session. We also strongly encourage clients to use the restroom before their session, because massages can definitely increase the urge to urinate. TL, doctor, relaxation equals parasympathetic nervous system activation equals I gotta go edits. I apparently cannot shut up about urination. Who is out there that would be a good husband and want me as much as I want them? I'd move anywhere and change my job and life circumstances to find a partner. Greater than reply, don't settle for anyone unless they would do exactly what you just wrote for you. If there was anything I could have done to save my daughter from being murdered by her ex-boyfriend. He decided that. There was nothing you could have done. He decided, and that was it. I'm so sorry for your loss. So needless. So hard. It will never be made right, but your love for her will always be right. What scary shit is in the 95% of ocean we haven't yet explored? All the missing socks the earlier dude is looking for? Jeff Bezos, what is your login information for your largest bank account? Boobs with a Z. Login, Bezos PW, BOO $. What existed before our universe exploded into existence, and how is it going to end? You might enjoy this. https://www.multivax.com/last_question.html https://www.multivax.com/last_question.html. Okay, that's cool as hell. Thanks for sharing. What actually happens after you die? I know that the ones who love us will miss us. https://www.youtube.com/watch. V equals etlbzintai #t equals 0 minutes 14 seconds, Keanu Reeves. I remember this, and, God, Keanu Reeves is sharp. There isn't a better way to answer that question. I really want to take a peek at the documents that remain classified. It's just a long list of past presidents' penis size /. So that's why they called him Crooked Nixon. I'd like to have a true and factual account of the life and death of Jesus of Nazareth. Nobody would believe you. How a person can literally not give a fuck. Because every time I try, I still do. It's a state that happens to you, not one you can willfully create. This is because if you're born wanting not to give a fuck, that wanting is itself giving a fuck. Catch 22. If there is other intelligent life out there somewhere, I know that we, probably, will never see another intelligent life form, but it would be nice to know. It is neato some of the radio telescope stuff they are able to do now and look for atmosphere contaminants that could signal intelligent life. Would likely be the best we can do. The only answer that I could get to this question that would shock me would be no. Honestly, that would be so depressing if we really are alone in the universe.